Today I'm going to do a slightly late reading roundup for October 2023. Hello everyone, my name is Harmony. If you're new here, welcome, or if you're a returning viewer of my channels, welcome back. So today I'm going to do a reading roundup of the books that I read in October 2023, and I'll try and do it as close to the start of the month as I can, but today is about a week late. Anyway, that being said, please feel free to stay till the end of the video, because I'm also going to announce the winner of the giveaway of the Agatha Christie book that Lucy Worsley wrote at the end of the video. Okay, so for reading stats, in October 2023 I finished 3 books altogether. Those were, I finally finished A History of the World in 100 Objects. Great book for reference, but really long, and it's the kind of book where you look at it and you're like, this is very interesting, but I can't remember what I read like 200 pages ago. So you really have to go back over it. And it's the kind of book that you can dip in and out of pretty well, but it's not really designed to sit there and read cover to cover. But then I do things like reading long books, so yeah. Anyway, another book that I finished, that I started at the end of September, was A Study in Scarlet, which is the first of the Sherlock Holmes books. That was, again, a pretty good book. And I'm looking forward to reading more Sherlock Holmes. The thing I found interesting about that is that, partly because it had to, but I found, yeah, it's quite a interesting style of writing. So he writes in the first person for the character of Dr. Watson, but then he switches to almost his historical fiction for a lot of the remainder of the book, the bits in between. Yeah, interesting. I guess that's about the way you can describe it anyway. And the other book I read was And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie, which I still have yet to record a review of, but I will get around to doing that. So the moods of the book, according to the story graph for that month, the moods of the books were mysterious and adventurous, were both 2 books, and then 1 book was each considered to be tense, informative, and dark, which, okay, fair enough. And also there was one book each. One of these books were each fast-paced, medium-paced, and slow-paced, according to the story graph again. I don't have the plus features of story graph, so if I pay for it, it will tell me, it will go according to my own stats, and according to what I say, but given that I've just got the free version, it will go according to the statistics on the story graph and like what the algorithm decides. Anyway, as far as the book length goes, 2 of the books I read were less than 300 pages. So, and then there were none, and what do you call that book? A Study in Scarlet. Both of those were less than 300 pages. And A History of the World in 100 Objects is more than 500 pages. It's way more than 500 pages. It's 707. And 2 books were fiction, and as to be expected, the other one was obviously non-fiction. So the genres of the books: classics, crime, and mystery were 2 books each, and reference, art, thriller, and history, all of those had 1 book each. Which, fair enough, because the history book does cover a lot of other subjects as well. So, yeah. Now, the average ratings, I think these refer actually to the ratings that I gave. So, 1 book was 3 stars. I think that was A Study in Scarlet, not A Study in Scarlet, sorry. I gave 3 stars to A History of the World in 100 Objects. And 1 book was 4.5 stars. And the other book, be quiet, or not. Yeah, the other book was 5 stars. Now I can't remember if I gave 5 stars to, and then there were none, and 4.5 to A Study in Scarlet, or the other way around. Hey, autumn and spring. Will you please be quiet? Or not. So yeah, there's the oh yeah, I forgot to mention that although I finished 3 books, they were actually, altogether I read 721 pages in the month of October. Now that is only a rough guess, because I did the Victober tag, or tried to. So for that I read quite a significant portion of Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. I didn't finish it sadly, but yeah, the thing with my particular edition of that book is that um, it doesn't have any page numbers, so I wrote rough percentages in there, so that's why it's only a rough guideline. Anyway, yeah, so did anyone else do Victober things? That's where you read a piece of Victorian literature in the month of October. There were prompts for it, which some of the books inadvertently cover several of. I am gonna try and do non-fiction November, which is, as it says, where you read a non-fiction book. I'm not doing any of the prompts, but I am using it as an excuse to finish reading John Craven's autobiography, Headlines and Hedgerows. John Craven, by the way, was the one that started the BBC show Newsround. Yes, I'm gonna hopefully finish that because it's dragging on. I've been reading it since March and it's now November. And I'm also going to read, I can't remember what the book's called actually, but there's a book that I've got over here about the real life crime things that inspired Agatha Christie's work. So I'm going to give that a read. Okay, finally to the announcement of the giveaway. I asked back in early October, I asked for suggestions for my other YouTube channel, the one where I'm just going to be talking about the books, and I'm keeping it as the original name of Harmony Loves to Read because that was the most popular answer. There are only 3 entries, but either way, I did a random number generating thing multiple times, and the winner of that prize is Michael, whose username I can't remember. I'm not trying to choose my friends here, but entry 3, which is yours, Michael, came up the most often, so there you go. You win it's a print book, so you'll have to figure out, I don't know, scanning it or getting someone to read it or something, but the biography of Agatha Christie by Lucy Worsley. Yeah, so if you contact me privately and send me your address, I will get that ready to post in due course. Hopefully it'll be with you by Christmas, because the postage dates are reasonable this year, but I want to get stuff out before everything gets ridiculously crazy for Christmas postage and all that. Anyway, that'll be all for now. Hope you guys have a good reading month and good month of November in general, what's left of it anyway. I am going to go and upload this for now, and actually, no, before I upload it, I will record, I was going to record a book review of And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie, but these guys are chattering away and I can't really concentrate, so I will have to record that one later. Anyway, I think autumn and spring want to have the last word. And on that note, I will see you guys in the next video.